Everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome, I'm Crystal. Today I'm doing another SFX Basics video, but not a makeup look. So, if you want to see what this video is all about, it'll tell you in the title, but you should also just watch it. But in today's video, I'm going to show everybody what you need in your SFX starter kit if you want to start special effects makeup, or if you just want to know what to use when you're doing this type of makeup. So, if anyone wants to know what to have in your kit, then keep on watching. Okay everybody, so the first product I'm going to be talking about that you're probably going to need in your kit is paints, like cream paints, water-based paints, alcohol paint, which I do not have, but that is another alternative that anybody wants to use. So, let's get started. So, the first type of paint you can start off with, if you want to, is cream paints. So you can get them from like a variety of different types of brands, but the ones that I first started using is the Wet n Wild ones that I got during their Halloween collection when it came out. And you're gonna need like basic colors. You're gonna want to start off with basic colors, basically. Kidding? Yeah. So I got 2 whites, because I did run out of white, so I bought another one, and a black, and I also have these 2 palettes. This one is like basic colors, but they're also kind of neon type, but you can also lighten them since it got the black and white. And then I also got the pastel palette, because why not? You want to try some pastel colors, why not? Try it. But these are actually pretty good paints. If anybody wants to try these, you really should. They're pretty affordable, and they dry, but they are going to smear, so you do need to powder them with translucent powder if you use them, so that's a tip on that. I'm not a giant fan of cream paints, but that's what I had at the time, so. Okay, next is water-based paints, and I have a couple of different ones, kind of. The first 2 palettes I have are the Wolfie FX Face and Art. It literally says Face and Art FX palettes. They're water-based palettes. You just mix them with water with your little brush. Also pop out the little things in these, which is pretty cool. Like, I don't want to do that, but you can also pop them out and put them back in. It's like a little, ooh, they're popping out. But they go back on there, you just gotta push them in. But these are really good palettes that are affordable as hell if you can't afford alcohol based, which I cannot at the moment. So this is what I started off with. And I also have the Essentials palette. That one was the Monster palette, if I didn't mention that. I have the Essentials palette, which is all the basic colors you need to make any color that you need to start off with. I also have some blacklight paint I actually got from Michael's because it was on sale. And the haunted house I was working at did have like a crap load of blacklights in it, so I was like, why not get some blacklight paint? But this isn't, you don't need this in your kit, but if you want to try some different types of paints, you can try any kind of blacklight paint. This is just from Michael's. You claim with like glow-in-the-dark stuff, so. And it worked pretty good. The only color that didn't really work in this was the blue. Everything else glowed perfectly, so. But there's websites you can get like better paints. That was just a cheap one that I just wanted to try out some body paints. Things to stick stuff with. That sounds really weird, but like spirit gum and shit. So spirit gum, you're gonna need this. Or Prozaid, which I don't have. I just have spirit gum because I got it in my Halloween store. But they both work the same, and they're not that expensive. It just depends what brand you get. And another thing is a glue stick. So if you're gonna cover eyebrows or any type of hair, use a glue stick. Water soluble glue stick. It will help you in the long run, trust me. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. I've only used this like once since I bought it, but it will cover your eyebrows. You just gotta use a concealer and powder too, but it will help you in the long run, especially if you're first starting out and you don't have like the professional shit. This still works. It will not rip off your eyebrows, trust me. And this item is not needed, but it does help me a lot when I don't want to make a mess of paints, which it's just a basic paint palette that I got from Michael's for like 99 cents. It's dirty right now, but it does help me in the long run when I'm mixing up colors, cream, or water base. You got spirit gum, you're going to need spirit gum remover, because this is not going to come off without this, trust me. I've had problems before. I bought this. You're gonna want this, trust me. Because spare gum does not come off. Doesn't matter what you scrub to get off with, you have to use a spare gum remover. Next I'm gonna talk about is like products you could use, like latex and stuff like that. So, literally, liquid latex. You're gonna need this. Trust me, you will need this when you first start out. Any kind you can get. I just got this at Walmart for like 10 bucks because it's way cheaper than at my Halloween store. It's like 16 there. I was like, fuck that. It's the same thing. And I still have this from Halloween and it's still mostly full, so this will last you a while unless you're doing like big ass projects. Next is the devil stuff. I think it's the devil. Mikey thinks it's the devil. And I've had trouble with it last night, so it's the devil. And my cat's meowing. But, Scar Wax. This shit is evil. Unless you get the hang of it, which I do sometimes, but if I'm in just not a focused mood like last night, then you're not going to want to deal with it, because it's kind of annoying sometimes, but it is good to have in your kit. This is just the Ben Nye Nails and Scar Wax. And what's the amount I got? The 8-ounce container. This, had this since like mid-October, maybe end of October actually. And I still have a bunch of it. And I didn't even use it when I had it in October. I only used it maybe once. But it lasts a very long time, so I recommend getting this container at least. When you use Scar Wax, you're gonna need some type of Vaseline or lotion. So just get like a tub of Vaseline or petroleum jelly, so it doesn't stick to your fingers or your spatula or anything. Next is utensils. So before I had a spatula, I used a cuticle pusher from like nail products and shit. I used a cuticle pusher, and it literally works just as good as a spatula. So if you don't have money to get a spatula, just use one of these when you first start out. It'll help. Now if you have the money for a spatula, then mine's dirty, I need to clean mine, but and they look like this. Well, there's different ones, but I got the one that was double-ended. And what brand did I get, actually? I got Graftobian. That's the brand I got. I think it was like 7 bucks. Some of them are a little more pricey, like 10 bucks, but they work for Scar Wax and applying scab blood or any type of blood. It really helps me when I use it. Next is brushes. Now, if you don't have any makeup brushes, even if you're not a makeup artist, you're going to need brushes, either paint brushes or regular brushes. For my paints, I use my paint brushes. I got from Michael's a 25 pack for like 5 bucks, and it comes with like every type of brush that you would possibly need, like little ones, big ones, everything. I'm just keeping in this little pottery thing I made in clay class. Sponges. I have these little wedges sponges. I also have a Real Technique sponge in my drawer, which I use sometimes too. But these sponges are good to apply latex with, or to create bruising texture or any type of texture. I just like rip little bits off them. But this was like maybe $2 at Rite Aid. And cotton swabs you'll need to apply latex if you don't want to use sponge. Those are good. Or you create other stuff with. They work. And cotton. This is a bag of cotton. It looks really weird, but it's a bag of cotton. And it's good to create burns and cuts if you don't want to use tissue paper or toilet paper, which I use both. So you can even add that in your kit as well, which I'll probably add that in the description. They'll be in order in the description. This is kind of just jumbled everywhere. But okay, I also forgot to say powders. You're going to need some type of translucent powder or any type of powders. Like I have some powders in here. I have literally random ass powders in here. Even dark ones, just in case you use it for something, because you'll end up using it for something. Okay, everybody's favorite part of special effects makeup, the blood. So I'm going to show you a couple different types of fake blood. Okay, the first one is pretty self-explanatory. Liquid blood, fake blood. This is actually from a big ass bottle because I have 4 big bottles of fake blood from Halloween time. What's going on? I had to stock up on it, but I just put this in a little like squeezy bottle from the dollar store. So if I just need a little bit instead of dumping the whole like thing, I just put it in here. It helps me a lot. But this is just liquid blood. You can also make it yourself, but I'm too lazy to make it. But if you want to look up a tutorial on how to do it, you can go ahead and do that. And that's just scab blood. I don't really have anymore, but scab blood is like a thicker type of textured blood that works for like everything in special effects. The next type of blood is this. This is bloody scab. It's just from Walmart. I didn't need more scab blood and I needed some type of different kind. This is like a gel type of form of scab blood. You can't really tell in here, but it's almost like a gel form. Like it's not completely thickened, but it's not completely watery either. It's like in between. So it still works pretty good as a substitute for scab blood, but it's still a little drippy. Just it dries down though. That's good. This one is demon blood. I actually haven't tried this yet. I got it from Spirits because I want to try some different types of blood. So, and I also have something just fell. That's what that was. But I also have a blood capsule, which you shouldn't just bite down these. These are disgusting. I hate biting down them. I'd rather just have mouth blood, but I didn't. It was sold out when I went to go get some. But these you can just bite down, and you could have like bloody teeth and shit if you want to. So, okay. Lastly, this isn't needed at all, but if you want to add like extra stuff to your looks or anything, you're gonna need like props, kind of like these I got at, what was it, Party City, I think, or just little eyeballs, so I can create like hanging eyes or something, or whatever I want to do. So that's one thing to use. I also have these glitters, body glitters, you can add them to looks, even beauty looks, but I added them in here too, because I'm probably gonna use more in here. What else do I have? I'm not even really sure. I think that's it. I also have a fishnet, like a stocky thing, so if you want to create like a weird texture in your face, you could do that. I get a lot of stuff from my goals, because if you're going to make something on your face, that is like the best store to go to. Another thing I forgot to mention is when you're doing your water-based paints or blood, you're going to need something to put in it. So I use these little like cup type things. You can also use like just a plate, like a paper plate, or just a paper cup or something, but I have these little like cup things from like a... So everybody, that is mostly what you need to start with special effects, so that'll... By no means am I saying like this is the stuff you like need, but this is just what I use when I first started out, and I'm still starting out. Like, I'm not a professional. I did go to cosmetology school, but we did not learn any of this stuff in here. I just kind of learned it on my own, on YouTube and just on social media, all that kind of good stuff. But I wanted to make this video to help you guys out. If you want to start special effects, or if you're already into it and you just don't know what products to get. And I'm sorry if I'm looking a little like, ugh, today, because I have no makeup on today. And I'm just wearing whatever today. Kind of look like meh today. Because today is kind of my lazy day, because I need to clean my makeup brushes and shit. That's I look terrible without makeup. So I hope this doesn't frighten everybody. But yep. Anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed this video on what you need in your starter SFX kit, and I am going to be doing more soon, like storage videos, how I store makeup and shit. But I don't know when I'm going to do that. Probably soon. Maybe. This video was also not going to be out today, but I had to change plans because last night I was trying to do a Valentine's Day special effects look, but it wasn't going my way, so I just kind of was like, screw it. I'm gonna film something else, and this other look is gonna be a little late, like after Valentine's Day, so be prepared for that. It's gonna be a crazy one, but that's what my channel is. I do some crazy ass shit sometimes, so. Anyways, I hope everyone enjoyed this video, this SFX basics video. And I love you guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe down below. I'll see you already in the next one. Bye.